Google's really rewarding fast-loading websites, and it could be you're using a website builder like Wix, Shopify, WordPress, or maybe something else. And you've realized that some of your images are just a little bit large. Maybe you've tried to reduce them in size, but you're worried about losing their quality. Well, I've just had a question in an email, which I'm now going to answer to that person. But while I was doing it, I just thought I'd do a test to find out what's the best way to reduce images online for free. And I took 6 or 7 examples and just did a test to see which one could produce the best results. So here is my findings. I thought I'd share it with you. Hopefully it'll be useful in the coming weeks ahead. This has kind of raised up the fact that there's no width and height. I'm not really going to nail it. There you go. It's a nail shop. Oh dear. Anyway, so this is our nail website, which is looking quite smart. But what I was going to suggest is these images here don't have any width and height, which the reason being is so they can show 100% width wherever they're shown. So if they're on a mobile or on a tablet, then that's the reason why you have 100% width. But one of the things they do raise is that they're quite large images. So I saved this image here, which is only about 300 width, but you see the full width of it is 1,200 or so. I think thereabouts. It's just if I pull up the properties of this and show you that. So there's the properties, and we can see here that it's 112K. So that's quite large, I'd say, when you consider that it's not really used as a large image. So I'm going to call this, I've called it 113K. It's actually 112. So let's just close that down. The purpose of this video is to now run them through all these various optimizers, online optimizers, all free as well. I'm going to test them to see if they're free. I believe they are. And just see which one comes out the best ratio on this image. So it's as simple as that. So here's my 112K image. I'm just going to drag it into each one. So let's just do it. So I've done it once already, and I saw there was a 42% increase. So I'll try it again. So that's tiny's done. So JPEG optimizer. So I'm going to click, we don't want to resize, we just want to compress it. We've gone with what they suggest, choose file, and go with that. And we want to optimize, and then we'll save it. Next one, kraken.io. So let's try that one. Okay, so I can just drag it onto here. So it was 111, or that's the original size, and about 9%. Let's download that. I think we then do save image. Compressor. Okay, let's try this one. So again, a nice drag and drop area. Put that one there. So it reckons 47%. Let's download that. Next one, ezgif.com. Choose a file. Upload. Incorrect type of file. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. So this is just for PNG, so that's not particularly helpful then for a JPEG. Let's try next one. Convert any major image. Okay, so we've got a JPEG, so if we just drop it in there. I suppose the fact it was called PNG image converter thing then made sense, whereas a JPEG one also makes sense. So what's this one done? This one's, so it's not a lot of reduction on this one. So this is called, and the final one, image recycle. Let's try this one. So it was 111, 112, down to 93. Okay, so that's part one of my test. So we rule out PNG because, or ezgif.com, because it just only uses PNGs, which again, PNGs are great and I enjoy using PNGs, but that's not the purpose. Oh, hang on a sec, I'm going to change my mind. JPEG optimizer, that's the one we want. So it'd be nice if it picked up that it was a JPEG. But anyway, let's just give them a go as well. So we've not totally ruled them out. But from the point of view of making it user-friendly, that would have been much more helpful. This has obviously got a lot more to facilitate it. So I'll go with what they suggest, optimize image. So that's the optimized image. Let's save that. Okay, so I'll put all the links to all of these down below in the description. So if you want to know any of these ones, then do that. But I'm now going to work out the grid order and where they all go. And I'm also going to base it a little bit on ruling out any that have got serious amount of obvious deficiency. So here's our original file, 112K, thereabouts. And now I'm just going to see how it's basically make sure we've got no loss as well, and how does it go against all the others. Okay, so all we do is just literally go for each one. So tiny, so could you see a difference there? Just go back and forth. You can see there's no loss there really at all. So tiny, that is. Next is Kraken, again, good quality. Next, a little bit of change of quality, but it seemed okay to me. That's Compressor. Let's try the next one. Again, I couldn't see any notice there at all. That's Image Recycle. Next one, ezgif, again looks fine. Next one, JPEG Opt, again Optimizer, looks fine. That one is JPEG IO, that looks fine. That's it, goes back to the issue. So those have all been saved, they all looks fine. So I think that's fair to say that going with the standard optimization of what they suggest out the box, it's not going to make any difference to a size like this. I mean, if I just go closer up on each one, maybe there's a slight difference. There will be a slight difference, you'll see blemishes, but there's not a huge amount. I mean, this is JPEG IO, seems fine. Let's just go back to a different one as well. We'll just take a random one, so let's go for this one. This is Image Recycle. Again, there's no real major blemishes there. We've got a nice blurred background, so that kind of helps anyway lose those blemishes, but that's the kind of focus area. Good, so I'm pleased with the results of all these. So for me, it's a fair test. They all look pretty much the same. It's now a case of putting together what the current sizes are of each of these. So let me just bring these over. Actually, I'm just going to hover. 64.5, 77, 100, so that's 100, 77, so I'll put the winner to the top, 64, 58, it goes to the top, 93, so that one goes there, 99, I think this was 100, wasn't it? So let's put that on there, 93, which I think goes above that one. Okay, so there we go. So we've got 58, 64, 77, 93, 93.1, 93.8, 99, 100, and we started with 112. So this is the winner, Compressor. So what we'll do, let's just put these two side by side. Let's delete those. Okay, so let's see if we can see any difference. No. So that's the difference. There you go. So we've gone from 112 to half of that using Compressor. That's the one I'm going to recommend. That's the one I'm going to send to the client. Links down below. But I've got a few other things as well that I just wanted to share with you. So hopefully that will prove to be useful in the coming weeks ahead. There are so many free tools you can use to optimize your websites with. In fact, I put together a video that's called 21 Tools for Success. So visit it here if you haven't seen it already. But if you're concerned about your page speed and want to know how to increase it, then this video here will be really helpful.